Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the Qwerky Reax channel, and we're wrapping out the week strong. I can feel it already because we're going to be doing some Dimash today, and it is Ave Maria, which is one of my favorite songs. I know it's apparently cliched to love that song, but I don't know how you don't listen to it and just not hear how beautiful the song is. To hear it come out of his mouth is going to be epic. Just because after hearing him do Diva Dance, that song from The Fifth Element, I feel like this is going to be like right up his alley. So heavily requested and suggested by all of you. So thank you for that. And hey, it's Friday. Let's get our groove on, right? I'm stoked for this one. Dimash. It's been a while since I called him Dimash. Dimash knows what's up. So here we go. I'm stoked. You're stoked. Let's be stoked together and watch some of this. All right. I can't wait already. The anticipation. Love it. Looks younger here than the other videos I've seen. Is he younger here? He hasn't even gotten to the main song yet. Like, this is the intro, bro. So I'm going to point something out real quick. Sorry, I fumbled for the stuff there. You'll notice something about Dimash. This is a singing technique, and it's mostly used with people who are very well trained. And you'll notice the difference. Now that I'm about to point this out, I am like ruining all other musicians for you forever. So that's your spoiler alert. That's your warning. If you don't want to know about this little part right here, just like bump forward 30 seconds in the video to watch the rest of the reaction. When he holds his mouth open like that, you'll notice between breaths and between verses, I mean, I know you're not hearing words right now, but between those, stanzas, those lines of songs, he's not closing his mouth. And that's technique. That is making sure you're keeping, because he has to keep listen, Dimash is amazing and his crazy range and everything else, but he has to keep that whole thing open for him to this easily control his chords and let everything out in that way. So that's why you're not getting the, you know, sing and then the Like, he's never closing his mouth. And that comes from training. That comes from someone who knows, okay, I need to represent the full chest. I need to have, arms back, good posture, and just this all needs to be open for him to be able to access all those notes at once. You'll even notice just then when they cut to the choir, because I'm about to go back a step, but watch, I think you caught it for a second, at least I caught at least one of them. You see them sing, and then when they go to breathe, they close their mouth. It's because they're not as trained as he is. And there's no fault of it. I mean, when I used to sing all the time, way back in the day when I was very well trained, I wouldn't close my mouth unless it was appropriate for breath control or something like that. But when I had to do things like this, where you had long gasping, hitting the same note, same, area of tone, you kept it open. And that's what he's doing very well. He's putting on a clinic right now. So I'm complimenting him and saying it's amazing. But that's also really hard to do. You got to get really used to it, because you're so used to, you've got to make sure you have saliva still in your mouth, so you can't let your mouth dry out. There's like a whole process to it. It's really kind of cool how he does this. And it also shows you instantaneously, he's a pro. He's a pro. See? The woman right there, she just did it.
Димаш Кудайберген и Игорь Крутой.
Браво!
Просто мурашки по коже.
Wow. First of all, the purity of which he held that last note, which is why the whole crowd was like speechless. They were clapless for a little bit. They were like, did that just happen? That was insane. And also, this guy, he's basically a musical highlight reel. Everything he does when it comes to singing is something that shouldn't be able to be done by one person. And he crushes. That was, I mean, I'll admit it's not the version of Ave Maria I thought I was about to get. But, I mean, he crushed that. He crushed it. He's a musical highlight reel. That's what he is. That's insane. This is a great way to end the week, guys. What a vibe. How do you not, that's, Ave Maria is such a sad song, and the music is so, pure is the wrong word, but finite in the sense that it's not this grandiose piece. It's very, it's individual notes that you hit. Definitely he's hitting them at octaves that I couldn't dream of anymore. But I'm just saying, he took that relatively simple song and absolutely crushed it and presented it in a way that I've never heard before and that I was still awestruck over. And so were all of you. That's why you keep suggesting it to me. So do you have another word for it than musical highlight reel? Another, phrase for it? Because that seems to me to be pretty spot freaking on. This was awesome, guys. I love watching Dimash stuff, and I try to spread them out just a little bit, though I do have a sneaky little trick coming up in a few weeks that I think you guys are really going to dig. But I try to spread them out a little bit so that I don't overdo it with him, because I like to hear it all kind of fresh, and it's worth it every single time. Every single time it's worth it. It's a whole different sound from him, even though some of it's kind of the same sound. The way he's presenting it, the way he's hitting the notes, the way he's driving it home, that's all different. It's really, really awesome. Thank you guys again for suggesting this. I will say before I go really quickly, you want to pay attention to next week. If this airs when I think it's going to air, which is Friday, I'm trying to post this on September 20th. The following week is a new week of Tim starting on Monday. And I think I had a pretty good idea for this one. I think you guys are really going to dig it. I know Tim dug it. That's all I can say. Tim and I were back to our usual selves, if you know what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to that. I hope you have the most kick-ass possible weekend that you've ever had before. I don't know, that maybe setting the bar high, but you know what? When the bar's set high, all you got to do is clear it, right? The only other thing you have to do, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.